It's Saturday again, and here we are. So, tonight's Canadian night. It's partially because of the Canadian ration, and the other because CT sent a box that I had hoped to have last Saturday. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. I did not get it from the post office, and they didn't put it in a box where I could get it, so I didn't have it last Saturday. And I really wanted to have this last Saturday, so that's why we're doing it today. Take my medicine real quick. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Looks like I see Tracy, Miss Marilyn, Multimagnum, or John is here. Nation's MRE, or Nation MRE finds. And Nation, your last name is Nation, which is like, that's pretty cool to make your channel name like that. And LC, what's up? LC, I got this spork that I do believe you sent this, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to use that tonight. It was in this bag right here, which I don't know if this bag has anything to do with it. Does it? I don't think so. Anyway. So, from the request of CT, we're going to get to that box pretty quick. I told him I was going to have a drink first. Oh, cool. Will that work? Wait, I think that's an actual can opener. I'm supposed to use that for a can opener. I don't know how I'd use that as a can opener. I know that's what it's for, but I know I've got a can around here somewhere. I just don't know how well that would work. I'm sure it will work because it's designed to work, but that hole was for something too. What was that hole for? Not a lanyard or anything. There was a reason for that hole. Someone told me about it, and I can't remember what it was now. Anyway. Oh, yeah. I want to do something here real quick and see if I can figure out anything about this Prips lager. It's got a super cool bottle. It's imported. Obviously, it says it is. Kingdom of Sweden. Looks like J.A. Pripp and Sons. I like it when they got that. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. This thing is plumb full of goo. My phone will... Nah, I have to turn the flashlight on. But it's a thick one. So we will see. Let's see if... okay. It must not be... Wait a minute. Is that how this works? Okay. I don't know how this works. Search. No. Come on now. That's not how this is supposed to work. I was trying to use that Google Vision stuff to see if I could find any images like this, but it's not coming up on my phone anymore like it used to. Huh. If I long hold on the image, nope. I don't know. I guess I don't know how to do it anymore. Weird. Alright, well, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Alright. I'm going to guess this is probably from the late 70s to early 90s. Government warning: according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. 2. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. So it has both warnings on it, and it has a barcode on it. So that should tell us, like, when it's not, roughly. And judging by the look of that bottle, let's see. Let's look on the bottom, see if there's a... No, it says MG8 and PLM. Yeah, PLM and MG8. So there's no date there. Nope. 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 Maybe it's incorporated into that barcode. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be any later than the 90s. So, oh, what is that? Huh. I wonder what that is on there. Anyway, it says it's an American beer by Carlsberg Cervage. Carlsberg, a brewery in Falkenberg, Holland. Not with an O, with an A. Halland. I don't know. Let's just get into it. This is the one, I think Bourbon Street Joe might have sent this. Dang it, I cannot remember who sent this. If you're here and you sent this, let me know, because I can't remember who sent this. That's never been opened. I know I haven't tried this one. Yeah. My fingers are so dry. My hands are so dry. They're like sandpaper. Alright, well that looks like coffee, but it's butter pecan. So, and I love butter pecan ice cream. It's one of my favorites. Aroma-wise, it has a slight caramel scent to it. It really has just an air of sweetness to the scent. It just smells sweet. Burns my nose just a little bit. This one is 17.5%, so I don't know if that's a lot or not. If I drank this whole thing, it'd probably be like drinking, like what, like a beer or two, maybe? I don't know. Let's see how it tastes. Now, this is warm, too. It's just been sitting here. Oh, it needs ice. Oh, wow, that's really good, though. I really enjoy the flavor of that. Like, if that was like a latte or something, I'd be all over that. Yeah, that's really nice. It's hot. You know, you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, or you can give me your opinion. I feel like that this particular moonshine, this Oldsmokey brand, is not as smooth as it should be or could be. It's got a lot of heat to it, which I think they could probably bring down. Now, maybe it's because some people like that. I don't particularly enjoy that. Maybe some people do, because you feel it all the way down. Like, you can feel it all the way down till it almost hits your stomach, and then it kind of dissipates. The heat does, which I guess is a good thing. But I do feel like if they were to filter this one more time, or maybe they're not filtering it like a charcoal filter, it would really help it, and then add their flavoring or whatever. I do really like that flavor, though. Did someone say who sent this? Was it you, Bob? Someone, I can't remember who sent this. I'll put it in your coffee. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if I'll have coffee with this lasagna. Yeah, I think probably will. I'm scrolling back up through real quick. I guess I could save a little bit of it to add into the coffee after I drink some of the coffee, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna take one more little swig of it. Yeah, I actually do like that, and I don't like much alcohol at all. But this has a really good aftertaste. It's creamy. It's got a lot of vanilla going on. It is buttery too. It does have like a smooth, creamy butteriness to it. I will say this. Now, it does immediately make me think of butter pecan as far as whenever I taste this. But that being said, this is a good flavor. It does have a lot of good flavor, and it's got a great aftertaste. All right, well, let's get to the hard one here. I don't know why I started with the easy one, the good tasting one, because you know this one's going to taste like crap. Can opener here, bottle opener. Yeah, I'm sure I can't. I mean, I could do it like this. That just becomes difficult. It's a little dirty. Let's see if I can get a flashlight turned on here. Let's see if what we can see through this thing real quick. I don't want to make CT wait too awful long, but look at the inside of this thing is and really it's full of this stuff. It's got big chunks, little chunks. They're all the way to the top. It does still look like it's carbonated. Well, I don't know if beer is actually carbonated. I need to figure out what makes that those bubbles like that. Anyway, let's see just how good of a seal this thing has had for the past. I'm going to say at minimum this thing's 25 years old. 20, 25. Let's say it's 20. That would be early 2000s. But I'd say it's at least 25 to maybe even 35 years old. Maybe 40 years old. I don't know. Let's see. Could be over 40. Okay, it's good. Okay, I mean, not quite as good as the last one that I had like this, which was that extremely large bottle that Gabe left behind. That's also where I got this one at, is from Gabe. That's where I've gotten 95% of the old drinks like this that I've had. And that is not something you typically want to see when you open up a beer, which when you're opening an old one, it's not that uncommon. Ooh, it's got a lot of sourness to it. And this is that Prips Lager. And there's the look inside. It's got a little bit of a head on it. Peel that down before I end up eating it. All right, flip the camera around here real quick. All right. Well, cheers to the holidays. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving the other day. Oh. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. Good tasting stuff first. I would say it's in between flat and not flat. It wasn't completely flat. It still had a little bit of a bite to it, but not Not a whole lot. Pretty light on the flavor, though. There's not a whole lot of good or bad, I would say. It's very mild. It's, I mean, there's quite a bit of sediment left behind in the bottle on this side where I had it tipped. And that little tiny bit left in the bottom there is like containing a good bit of the sediment or coagulants or whatever this stuff is in here. So anyway, down that hatch, let's flip the camera back around. Let's do CT's box now, folks. Let's get into it. Secrets out. He lives in a pineapple. Oh yeah, I seen something about CT living in a pineapple, and I was like, what are you guys talking about? But okay. Oh my, what do you got all over you, honey? What is that? Come here. What is that? Come here. Get it out of your whiskers. You got into something. Here, come here. Say hello to everybody. You can get on the table for a minute. Loosey goosey. Yeah, her's a talker. Her's a talker. Ain't you? Loose goose. Alright, I got a box to open, loosey goosey. You gonna move? Lucy. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Get over there with your mom. Alright. CT box. Boom. Here we go. Now, I want to say a huge thank you to CT. I also want to highly recommend anybody who has not went over and subscribed to CT's channel, please do so. There is a link in the top of the description, very top. Be kind enough to share the YouTube subscriber wealth, I guess you'd call it. But yes, I would have to say YouTube has slowed down for a lot of us, and I mean, I'm okay with that because I haven't been putting in as much effort into my YouTube as what I could or should. And I will eventually change that. Not that it'll do much good as far as the YouTube goes, because they have shadow banned me years ago, but that's okay. I don't mind. I don't do it for that. I do it for, I enjoy hanging out with you guys and eating old food. That's the only reason I do it. And I want to say a huge thank you to CT yet again for taking the time to put together whatever's inside of here, and also spending his own hard-earned truck money to send this down here. I really do appreciate it, and you know, I hope to return the favor one day. I'm sure I will. I like to give back. All right, here we go. CT's box of, I don't know what. I know one thing that's in here. Well, I might know two, actually. I kind of know two. I know one is a cheap knockoff brand of Tim Tams. So, okay. He said not to share the prices, I think he said. Or maybe he said, I think there's a list in here that I've got to get out. But, okay. What do we got here? This is a Fudgy. And this is a, oh, this is a trucker favorite right here. Honey, you can't get over here right now. I am busy. Time out. Listen. Come here. Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Oh, it's okay. Hey. No. You can't get up here right now, okay? You're going to have to go hang out with your mom, loosey-goosey. Okay? Alright. Alright, this trucker says this is a trucker favorite. And it looks like brand name is Christie. And it's a Fudgio. I've actually seen these in Canadian rations before, the older ones, I think. I don't think I've seen it in newer ones. But I have had, well, I didn't actually get to try them, I don't think, the Fudgios. And looks like, you know, pricing isn't too bad on that. $1.86 for this whole thing. That's not bad at all. You got 3 rows of cookies in there. Looks like 3 grams. 2 biscuits, 2 cookies. How many servings are in? Gotta say how many cookies are in here, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. There's a bunch. For that, that's a good price. I gotta say. That is a good price. Here are the Tim Tams. That, again, not a bad price. I would pay that all day long. I don't have any problem with $2.25 US. The 3 Canadian, I don't know really how much. Do you guys make more money since your like dollars aren't worth as much US dollars? It's down about what? Oh, it's like almost at 2/3, obviously. Because what's that? 2.25 of 3. So these are the originals. That's like a newer looking package. The original, have a pack of originals. Mine didn't look like that. Okay, so Tim Tams, and then we have, oh, they call them Slam Biscuits. How about that? And they're more expensive than Tim Tams, but wait, there's got to be more, right? No, they're both 200 grams. What? Like, straight up, Tim Tam knockoffs. Look at that. And these Slam Biscuits are more expensive than Tim Tams. Weird. What's the brand here? President's Choice. President's Choice. Now, we could find out some information back here looking at ingredients lists and nutritional values on these bad boys to see how similar they actually are. Oops. 2 biscuits. It's 36 grams. That's the same. 180 on these. 190 on these. So you get a little more calories up here. So it'd be, what, 95 calories per biscuit up here, because it's 2 biscuit serving. Arnott's Biscuits. Where's the ingredients list is what I was wanting to look at. Milk chocolate is the first ingredient. Okay. Where do we get to the next ingredient? Enriched wheat flour, sugars. Here we have the first ingredient is sugars, but it's going to be different because of the Australian way that they do things. All right. What is this? Simplement caramel. Traditional classic caramel. Oh, it's our traditional classic caramel. And it's like a candy bar. And we have a peanut butter. These are the same brand. Yep. Aunt Sarah's. Canadian brand, I'm going to assume. Oh, wait, hang on. Super chat, guys. I missed it. Like a long time ago, probably. I don't know. Here I am. I'm into the box. So, Horny Animal says, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Well, thank you so much, Horny Animal. I hope you guys, and especially everybody, actually. But thank you so much for that super chat, Horny Animal. I appreciate that. Every time I say Horny Animal's name, it's like I feel like I'm doing something wrong on YouTube. And I know it's not. So Aunt Sarah's Simply Mint Creamy Mint Truffle Center. So like a York peppermint patty made into a candy bar, I guess. And a rich and creamy taste sensation, it says. That's a little, they're reaching on that one, aren't they? Our traditional classic caramel. What else do we have here? Oh, we have a Simply Delicious Whole roasted almonds smothered in creamy caramel. I'm going to assume this might be one of Trucker's favorites, too. It just kind of seems like it might be. He might have a write-up, like a list for me in here. So, we got some chocolate bars here. I'm going to lay all this out here in a second. Oh, and we got a crunchy. I've had these things. Well, I have them whenever Canadians hook me up with them. They are a sponge toffee. The Australians have something that's kind of similar. I don't know if I have one handy. The last two that I have, I bought in an airport in New York. I paid $10 a bar for them back in like 2019. So if that tells you, like, before there was really any inflation at all, I think it was like 0.25 or 0.5%, something like that. So everything was cheap, in a sense, compared to today. And I picked up a couple of those bars. They're in a purple package. I can't remember what they're called, though. Dang it. I'll bet Dan could help us out. Anyways, crunchy bar kind of reminds me of that, except the Australian version is like a honeycomb, and this is like a sponge toffee, obviously. And they're just kind of similar. Oh, I freaking love these things. I could eat a bunch of these. The last one I had, I tried to savor it, and I cut it into 3 pieces. And I was trying to not eat it too quickly. And by the time I got to that last piece, it was kind of weird, where I had cut it open and like left it set there for probably like a week. Yeah, I won't do that again. If I open it, I'm just going to eat it and enjoy it. But these things are awesome. What do we got here? All the chocolate bars, like 66 cents each U.S. money. That is a killer deal. This bar right here in America would be $1 to $1.25, maybe a little more, depending on the brand. Yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. Like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, what else do we have over here? Oh, you got to have the classic coffee crisps right here. And that's extremely reasonable as well for 4 bars. Well, I guess these would have been a little bit more than 66 cents each would be, what, $1.32? $1.32 times 2 would be, yeah, so, okay. These are 66 cents each as well. Well, like 65 and a partial penny. We have, oh, look at that. A half a pound Reese cup in a little tiny package. That is freaking awesome. I have a, I'm going to guess it's a 5-pound Reese cup, pack of Reese cups. It's 2 of them, and it's like, I don't know, probably about that long, I would say. I don't know, maybe about that long. And it's, it's great big. The packaging's a little more, I think the packaging's larger than it needs to be. But, dang. I know that wasn't 66 cents. If it was, buy me about 100 of them and send them down here, and I'll pay you for them. Okay, let's go to this. Look at this. Okay, he did say not to show this one, and I won't. So, we have a pack of Export A Smooth. I have had Export A's before. Smitty sent me a pack about 4 years ago, I'm going to say, probably 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It's been a long time ago. They were blue, flip top. These are different. I don't even know how to open these, actually. That shows how worldly I am. Tobacco smoke contains hydrogen cyanide. Cyanide cookies. Cyanide cookies. A poisonous gas. What else do we got on here? Tobacco smoke hurts everyone. Infants who are exposed to tobacco smoke are at a greater risk of dying from sudden infant death syndrome. Oh, really? I would like to see this, like how they done that study. Like, come on. No way. No way, man. Maybe. Maybe so. I don't know how to pack these. This way. But there's 25 in there, too. This is a 25 pack. That's awesome. Are they this way, or are they this way? I'm thinking they're this way. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Because he did want me to try one of these right off the rip. And what the heck is this? This is a Tim Tam gift kit. One Tim Tam original and one Tim Tam double coat. Wait, the pack over here. It's a double coat. And one thermal mug. I don't know that I've ever had the double coats. I thought I had, but whenever I was looking at the ones that Dan sent, I realized I don't think I've had these double coat. Be this one, the navy blue one. But look at that freaking coffee cup. Oh, that's awesome. Look, this is like my new favorite coffee cup. I don't know, and it's not like Tim Tams are the best thing in the world. It's not that. I just love this coffee cup. I dig it, even though it's made in China. China. It's made in China. This has got to come out. We got to look at it. Would you just look at it? Ed Bassmaster. If you guys haven't seen that skit, there's 2 of them, but the first one, golf clap, freaking awesome. Would you just look at it? I did that so much on the set of Eating History. I had filled all those guys in and introduced them to Ed Bassmaster. They'd never seen him. None of the guys that I showed it to knew who he was beforehand. Which, to me, is kind of mind-blowing because everybody I showed it to was like people that had been on the internet. Obviously, they'd spent time on YouTube and stuff. And the fact that they didn't know who Ed Bassmaster was, I was like, oh, you guys are in for a treat. And then that became a thing, like saying, look at it. So when it made the show, when I said look at it, then it made the show. Just know, right after that, there would be a cut. We'd all be laughing and like talking. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is a... obviously, Tim Tam doesn't make the coffee cup, right? This has to be like a different brand. It doesn't twist off. It's pressure. This is like a workday coffee cup. This is a nice coffee cup. I love it when companies do stuff like this and just give stuff like this away for free, because it should have been the cost of just 2 packs of Tim Tams, and you got the cup for free. But, man, I really want to try these double coats. I don't know. You know what? Those have to stay out because of that. And the coffee cup's staying out, too. Which I probably should wash it before I use it, but usually I don't. If I get something brand new like this that came like out of a box or it was wrapped in cellophane or something, I usually don't wash it. Do you guys wash them? Are you guys like afraid of using a brand new cup that hasn't been washed yet? I know some people do that. I'm just not that guy. I'm pretty picky about other stuff, but for some reason I don't worry about washing like a brand new cup. Now this one does have a little bit of dust on the top from probably sitting on a shelf somewhere or something, but hi Goose, hello. Yes, but after those 2 alcohol drinks, I really want to try these, but I don't know how to pack them, man. So I guess I'm going to have to open them, figure out even how to open them. And Goose, come here. You can get on the table now, I guess. There you go. There. It's like I'm doing advertisements for Tim Tam. Tim Tam Company, Arnott's, hit me up, and I could use a little sponsorship here in America. We'll start selling your Tim Tams in America. I'll be your spokesperson. Come on, let's do it. Do it. Just do it. That was on Starsky and Hutch the other day. I watched that. Mulder says Tim Tams are a winner. Had my first from you, Smokey, in my auction wins. Thank you. Well, thank you for the super chat, Mulder. And I am glad that you enjoyed them. You know, I feel like it is one of those things that I don't think everybody will like. I don't think everybody will love Tim Tams. It's not one of those. It's not like a Reese cup. I think if you don't like a Reese cup, then you might be a little weird. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like that's one of those items that peanut butter is chocolate. It's real simple, but it's also like their peanut butter in peanut butter cups and stuff is so different than any other peanut butter that it makes it amazing and unique. I don't know. Maybe I should pack them like this. But thank you so much for the super chat. I must have missed another one too. Let me go into. I don't even have live chat on super chat. Oh, so it shows me Mulder's, but that's it. So I'm gonna have to scroll back. Live chat, and here we go. Okay, there was Mulder's, and it won't let me go back any further. But I definitely had to miss one. Well, I tell you what, I'm watching right now. If you sent a super chat earlier, please let me know what it said, and I will read it right now out of the chat. I'm going to stand back here behind the camera and watch the chat. Laugh out loud. Does get focused on issues at hand. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thanks, Investory. I appreciate that. Smokey, just copy and paste the last one. Mike Brown. Oh, was it you, Mike Brown? CT in the house. Hey, CT's here. Hey, what's up, dude? I got all your stuff on the table right now and a cat looking at the camera all squinty-eyed. There's the bath boy. I think bad boy. I think he was probably supposed to say. Let's see here. Still looking for that super chat. How are my favorite people tonight, CT said, and how are you, Smitty? That's a good way of putting it. How are my favorite people tonight? Oldsmokey, hey, Smokey, I said you were thinking of Violet Crumbles, yes. But we do not have crunchies, too. Yeah, I knew Australians didn't have these over there, but you guys have that Violet Crumble, as you just mentioned, and it, like, as far as the center of it is concerned, you see how this is like, well, it's sponge toffee, but the other one is, I believe, honeycomb, and it's like, I guess freeze-dried maybe. That's the only thing. I think it's like freeze-dried honeycomb. It's really cool. Yeah, thumbs up or down. Spicy Tuna Roll says, don't forget to hit that thumb up. Or thumb down. Hey, leave a negative comment. I don't care. Just comment. Just comment and say anything goofy that you want, or be mean. I really don't mind. Really, I can ignore negative comments all day long. It's pretty simple. You know what I mean? You got all these people that get twisted and get worried, and like, oh, I know huge YouTubers have like worried about negative comments. I'm like, bro, or broette, it's nothing. It's literally some dude or lady sitting behind a keyboard that does, that they felt so compelled by your content, either negatively or positively, that they had to type something. So, there's some things like I just can't hold myself back from commenting on. I just comment. Anyways, I'm going to get into, dang it, I'm probably here. So that's easy enough. That's the pull tab. And then I'm pretty sure the cellophane has to come all the way off. Oh, look, Cyanide Cookie says, we do have crunchies too. Oh, we do have crunchies too. And it was my super chat previously. Okay, so your super chat, thank you, Dan, by the way, for the second super chat now. I don't know how much the first one was. I'm going to guess like 20 Australian, 25. Had to be up there. So Dan's previous super chat did say something about they have the crunchies and they have the violet crumbles as well. So they have both. Thank you for that super chat. All right, let's see how. I don't know how to open these. Oh, there's a stamp that I'm going to have to cut or tear. I guess I'll cut it to make it cleaner. That knife action. There we go. What's that say? Duty paid, Canada. And then some French that I'm not even going to attempt to read. Whew. Boy, those alcohol things, whatever they were, yeah, they done their trick like last week. Last week, man, that big one. Whoop. Man, they are all over this packaging. They just love to tell you how bad these things are for you, and at coughing is your lungs warning you it's time to quit. So I'm going to wait. Can it go the other way? No. Whoop, whoop. There we go. It goes this way. Why did I just do that? Because I want to pack them. I want to pack them. They got to go like this. I think an unpacked cigarette is a waste of a cigarette. It just seems like it's all air. All right, let's see. These are the export A's, but these are the smooth variety. JTI McDonald Corporation, Montreal, Quebec. Looks like this side over here is a little larger than this side over here, so I'm going to guess what? 12 over here, 13 over here, 10 over here, 15 over here. I don't know. Doesn't look like it's that much larger over here, so it's like, I'm thinking 12 and 13. I'm going to open the small side first. First thing I do, this is just a weird OCD-ish habit that I have. I don't know if it's OCD, but it's... So I take the first one, flip it over. The first one, and I always take it from the very middle. I don't know. It's just, like I said, habit. And then I'll usually take the one next to that, either to the right or to the left. Doesn't really matter. And have that one as the first one. All right, so this, like I said, is the smooth variety. These are very small, by the way. All I have are king size in my pocket. Hang on, let me grab a Camel real quick. Now, CT did say that these are the regular size over there. Regular size filtered. Look. That's a pretty substantial difference. I mean, I must say, like, those are lined up pretty daggone perfectly. And look how much more over here that you get. Now, I will say that's about the difference in the filter size, really, because this filter on the Camel doesn't end until about right there. I mean, there's tobacco packed down in there. Maybe it ends about right there. But nobody ever smokes them down past about right there where my finger's at. If you do, it starts... First of all, the filter will collapse. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know, too much heat kind of melts it and it collapses. But anyway, let me put this back in this Camel pack right quick. All right. And let's see how this Export A Smooth. So the smooth variety. And check this out. I even have Canadian matches to light it with. Yay. Ah. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a buzz from that alcohol. So it's definitely got a good... Okay, so as far as cigarettes go, I'm just going to give you my opinion, what I think. because it's coming from the perspective of a cigarette smoker. If you were not a cigarette smoker, this would be a whole different experience, and you'd hate it. Does that make sense? So, first of all, it has a really pleasant flavor. I do like that. It does hit like a light, though. I think this might be a light. I don't know. It's not real light, though. That first... Cool. Are you okay? Jeez. So that first initial drag that I got was light. Like it didn't have that that feeling of a full flavored cigarette. But the second one certainly has that. It's not a harshness, because that's the wrong word. It's more of a heaviness in your throat that it has. And cigarettes, in reality, if you're not used to this, it's definitely an acquired thing. It would be awful. I just have to imagine back whenever I used to hate cigarette smoke, whenever I was like a little kid, I used to hate it. I hated the smell of it, and obviously you could kind of taste it. I hated it. I did not learn my lesson from that, though. I should have. But anyway, I'm off topic. This is, sorry for that. It's extremely pleasant for such a tiny cigarette. It is like I'm halfway through it at least now. But I will say, flavor-wise, though, these are probably better than anything outside of an American Spirit, maybe. American Spirit's a really good American cigarette. That back when cigarette prices were normal. I haven't checked them recently, but they were $10 a pack when other like Pall Malls were $4 something a pack. So they were over double. They were one of the most expensive filtered cigarettes that you could buy. And then you also had the most expensive cigarettes you could buy, as far as I know, were non-filters. Like Camel non-filters were like $15, $17 a pack. It's crazy. When these were, when not these, but whenever like Pall Malls were like $4 something, non-filters were like 15 to 17 a pack. Hey, what's up, Sean? Enjoy the snacks. Oh, cool. Sounds like Sean sent somebody something cool, man. The Marlboro Smooths, is that the ones that look like the traditional old Marlboros? Or wait, is that if it's a menthol, I don't know anything about it. Looks like Horny Animal's taking off. Later, Horny Animal. I don't know if this is supposed to be a light, but if it is, it's way better than the lights we have here. Our lights are like, it's like, why are you smoking? If you're smoking one of them, why are you even smoking? Because it's like there's nothing to it. The dog's snoring behind me. All right, time out. I'll be right back after these messages from our sponsor, CT. Okay, so we're going to go with, by the way, whenever I was digging this out and I was thinking about what I was eating tonight, thank you again for these 25 of them, by the way. I will try to only have like one, maybe on like a special night, like I'll have 2 tonight. And then I might let Amber try one, maybe. You want to try one of these? Canadian Export A's. Okay. They're pretty good. But yeah, Tim Tams, Canadian rations. What I was saying was, when I was digging this out, I started really kind of thinking a little deeper about MREs versus IMPs, Canadian MREs, basically. You know, this is their military single meal. It's one meal in here. And I got to thinking, like, how much better the Canadian food is than the American food. And we think of them as being so similar, but really, like, they're not. The mains in the Canadian rations are, personally, I think probably 4 to 5 times better. I would say 10 times just to make a generic statement, but, like, honestly, 4 or 5 times better than the American rations. And you can go up that scale. There are rations out there that blow ours away, but in other countries they're making a lot smaller batches, which I guess Canada is too, making a lot smaller batches, because we make so many. That's why. I think that's why our quality suffers a little bit. They're definitely edible. They're not horrible or anything. I don't think anybody who actually gets hungry would enjoy an MRE, of as long as the menu wasn't something that you just really disliked. But as far as the Canadian mains go, like, they are always steps above what the MRE is. And that's my personal opinion on the matter. And like I said, when I was digging this out and I was thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to end up having for dinner tonight, and, like, I am totally fine with this being my entire dinner, and I'll be good with that. All right, so I got a bunch of stuff to try tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to try it all. I will try as much as I can. So, generic Tim Tams, which they're not really. These are more expensive than the brand names, which, put those on the back side. And this is one of Trucker's favorites right here, so I got to give these a try. Okay. And CT, are these also like some of your favorites? You like these candy bars? Mint's upside down. There we go. We got the caramel, the mint, the Simply Delicious, and the peanut butter. Roasted almonds smothered in creamy caramel. That almond and caramel sounds really good. What do I do with the... There it is. The box. Just going to set some off to the side here while we go through the ration. And I got a new coffee cup tonight as well. That's actually Tim Tams. It's so cool. So cool. These are the originals. I guess I could put these originals in here with this. I know I've got a pack of originals open right here somewhere, but I have no clue where they're at. I have to have a pack of OGs open. Okay. Lasagna. Menu number 14 from 2018. Actually had to dig this one out. I don't have but maybe 2 or 3, I think, is what I saw. 2018's left. I don't have very many. And there's some good menus in 2018. They're all good. You guys heard me just describe that. Look how easy this is opening. And it's opening, like, perfectly, too. Love it when that happens. This one, look at that. Nice. Oops. Almost. That's really clean. All right, let's see what's in here. Start with the dessert. We have fruit cocktail. I'm good with that. 140 calories in there. And we have a Kit Kat. Canadian Kit Kat at that. We have a package of peanut butter. 20-gram package. Classic. Peanut butter. We have a Nescafe Sweet and Creamy. That's a good coffee right there. I enjoy those. They're a lot better than a lot of the coffees that you get. But I like my coffee with cream and sugar, so. All right. What else do we got in here? We have 2 of Trucker's favorite grape drinks. Grape sports drinks. Come here, kitty. Go on. What else we got? We have a raspberry jam to go along with our peanut butter. It's good stuff. Raspberry jam is one of my favorites. We got a package of Frank's Red Hot. I like this hot sauce as well. Personal opinion, I think it's better than Tabasco, but again, that's a personal preference. We also have a package of jerky. The Great Canadian Meat Company. I can't remember, but it seems like this jerky's better than the older jerky. I could be wrong, though. Could have been the 2019s, not the 18s. Can't remember when they changed that. Made it better. Whoops. Here we have our hamburger bun. They had it packed like this, too. I don't remember it ever being packed like that. But the Canadian hamburger is really good. Hamburger bun. It's really good. It's got a lot of sodium in it. Be honest. 13% of your daily value for a bun. I mean, it seems like a lot. 200 calories in there, though. That's a lot. A lot of calories for a bun. We have a package of Tic Tacs. 4 of them in there. We got this, what's meant to be a wet wipe. You add water to it, and it, expands. We might do that. Haven't done one in a while. Pack of Eddie Match. Product of the USA. Eddie Match. But it also says Ontario. How is that a product of USA? Isn't it on Canada? I'm sure it is. Oh, we got a beverage bag, which I never use, because I'm always eating it right here. We have our Canadian-issued booty ration, or paper towel, or napkin, however you want to use it. And I always split them. Split the 2. So I have 2 napkins instead of 1. Then if you were really using it, you could tear it down into 4 each and 8 little squares. Especially if you used your knife or something. But there you go. And the Canadian spork. It's a great utensil. I love that. And last but not least, we have our lasagna. Let's see what we got. 24% of our sodium, 570 milligrams, 290 calories, so 290 and 200 in that. And calories in this jerky. 150 calories in the jerky. So 490, 590, 640. It's 80 and 80, so 640 and 160. 640, 87, 800 with the 2 drinks. 140, so it'd be 940. 940 plus, it's not going to tell us. Nope. Ingredients list, but that's it. 940. There's going to be at least 60 calories in this. So 940 put us at 1,000. And we have 230, so we'll be at 1230 with the Kit Kat. Peanut butter is, not going to tell us. What? So we were at 1230, right? There's got to be at least 70 calories in that peanut butter, I would assume. So that'd put us at 1350. About 1,350 calories. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That's without the Tic Tacs, which would add a little bit more to it than even that. Now, this lasagna. Ingredients is beef lasagna. Parentheses. Where do they end? Clear down here. Seasoned. Okay, it says beef, wheat, semolina, water, tomato sauce, and then we got seasoned tomatoes, water, sea salt, sugar, spices, mozzarella and Parmesan cheese, milk, textured soy protein, liquid whole eggs, sea salt, spices, Parmesan cheese, sugar, salt, dehydrated garlic, herbs, and dehydrated onion spices. Or maybe it's onions and spices. Feels like it's like a patty of lasagna in there, though. It's got like a square, well, I guess rectangle shape to it. We'll find out. I bet you. I just have a feeling this is going to be good. I'll be right back. I'm going to throw some boiling water. Another minute or two. Okay. Tray? Where's my tray? There it is. Let's move some stuff around here. Yeah, that's enough room, I think. Some jerky, drink, candy bar, peanut butter and jelly. I'll put these right here. Another drink. My napkins. We'll try the Frank's Red Hot. Tic Tacs. Probably skip them bad boys. So starting off, I'm going to go like this. Stick a drink in there. I won't need right now. Cool, cat. Cool. 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 Anyway, sticking a drink in there. Matches in there. And I said I'd try that, so I will. Nope. I knew this needed to go over there because I got fruit cocktail here. All right. Is that on the camera the right way? I think so. Pretty close. Oh, I made a mess last week. Spilled my tea. Right after I shut the camera off, I spilled that whole cup of tea I had left. It was bad. It was real bad. It was a lot. It's just so much. I just forgot to put those in there. Let's do the coffee first. We're going to do, yeah, we'll do this cup. We'll do this Tim Tam cup. So there's a lot of Tim Tam talk tonight. Again, Tim Tam, you hear me? Hit me up. I'll be your American spokesperson. Let's start making Arnott commercials in America. Sweet and creamy Nescafe. It's a pretty substantial amount of powder in there. It's not like quite like a cup of hot chocolate, but it's not anywhere near like what a cup of coffee with creamer and sugar in it would amount to. This is like at least 2.5, maybe 3 times more than what you get powder wise. All right, I'm going to grab that out of the water. I don't want it to overheat. Right. We'll set this off to the side here for now. Hot water for the coffee. Whew. Yeah, there's no way around it. The Canadian rations, they just are better. Now, I know that probably calls for 6 ounces. I put closer to 7 or 8 in it, probably 8. I usually do that on purpose, and this one can definitely handle it. It's plenty of flavor for the whole 8 ounces. Grape drink. Let's do, yeah, we'll do Superman. Kind of the red is Christmassy kind of. Oh, I had a new coffee. Well, got this new coffee cup right here. And then I got another new coffee cup that I can use sometime. There's the grape powder. Definitely purple. Very purple. Plum purple, I would call it. Certainly got a plum kind of color. I love the powder. It's just like eating candy. You never try to drink on its own? I highly recommend it. First ingredient is sugar. So mainly what you're getting is that sugar hit. I need some water here. I think it's 12 ounces. What we need. That's maybe 10, but I like my drinks a little stronger, a little sweeter, a little stronger flavor, all the way around. Hamburger bun, classic Canadian favorite since they moved from the little loaf of bread back in, like, what was it, 2013, 14? And they went to this little bun. There we go. Tell me that don't look good. Look at that. It's not quite like a McDonald's bun, but it's kind of similar to what a McDonald's bun is. I'm sure there's a lot more similarities than there are differences between that bun and a McDonald's bun and, you know, a regular bun. It's got to be way closer. It's a little bit different flavor-wise, though. I don't really know what makes McDonald's buns so unique in flavor. I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about. McDonald's buns do have a flavor that's all their own that I've never tasted anywhere else. I don't know any other way to put it. Let's check this thing out. It kind of reminds you of like one of those snakes at 4th of July time. How it grows. And soaks that water up. Does a pretty good job, I gotta say. There it is after it has rehydrated. You unfold it. It's kind of like one of those, almost feels like cloth wet wipes. They got a really nice size to them. Really, I mean, like, you could wash yourself off with that for real. This is a really well done piece of equipment that comes in these meals, I gotta say. Look at that. It's I don't know if I can show you, but watch the stretch. It's got a legit stretch to it, and it's not weak at all. You know, the wet wipes that we get, those things, literally all you got to do is touch them and they'll fall apart. They just fall apart. You can't wash yourself with them, really. You can put it in between your hands and rub it together, and that's about it. This thing, you could wash off with it. You could, you know, take a field bath with it. I don't see why you couldn't. You could wash it, wring it out. Pretty good stuff. Comes with a 2-piece snack bread. We're talking about pizza. Let's get the fruit bowl out here. Take a look at this Kit Kat real quick. I open my candy bars like a bag of chips. Then I'll take it from the top right here. I'll split it open just a little bit like that. And then, usually, Kit Kats might be a little different because they're so tight, but yeah, it slides right out. There we go. Classic Kit Kat. I'll break me off a piece of that here in a second. It's an old commercial. That's also a skit on The Office. Andy couldn't remember. Break me off a piece of that. Can't remember what he said. He said something really stupid twice. 2 different things that were just didn't make any sense. I think one was about insurance or something. Trying to figure out what that slogan was. Kit Kat bar. Alright, place your bets, y'all. How many cherries is this one going to have? I usually go with the safe bet with one. One cherry. Which could mean 1/2 or 1 cherry, 2 pieces. So that covers you for 1 or 2. It'll have 1 or 2 pieces in it. If it has any more than that in it, like, I'll go buy a lottery ticket. So if you don't know, Canadian Rations fruit cocktail usually comes with 1 little cherry in it. Alright, none visible right off the top other than like this crumb, I guess you could call it. That I just knocked out of the bag, but yeah. Alright, let's find out. Here we go. Oh, there it is. There's none in there either. A little tiny crumb down there in the corner again, but I think I got it out. I think my fruit's actually starting to go a little tiny bit dark. Oh. Alright, let's just find out for sure. I gotta look and see if there's another cherry in here. I'll use the spoon side. Nope, just the one. Just the 1/2. 1/2 a cherry. Well, at least I know that there's nothing wrong with that. That's the classic Canadian fruit cocktail. If you get any more than that, you got to wonder what was going on. Beef jerky. I ain't had no beef jerky in a while. These things are tough to open. That's some really heavy-duty packaging right there. Yeah. Super heavy duty. Concentration mode there. That's a lot of jerky. If you break it all up like this, look at that. That's a really good amount of jerky. Usually I just leave it all bunched together and kind of pick off of it, but like there's even more that could be broke up there. Oh, that's a cool looking piece. It's like a strip. I want to eat that right now. It looks really good. I should have smelled it. It's got a really nice scent to it. It's light. It's a very light scent, but it's nice. It's pleasant. All right. So we got raspberry jam and peanut butter left. That's it. Well, we got to open the lasagna. Get that kneaded up. There we go. Raspberry jam. Well, you know what? I just used the wrong bowl for the fruit cocktail. Dang it. I'll be right back. Just now. It's not good. All right, here we go. That's what I got. Classic porcelain bowl. Glass, whatever it is. Lasagna should show up good in it, though. Oh, LC's taking off. I just looked down and seen that. Look at that. It's like a noodle patty in there. Oh, yeah, look at that meat sauce. Heck yeah. Give me all of that. I am hungry. So this should be pretty good. I mean, if it's good, I'll know. If it's bad, I still might not know, though. All right, we're going to use the camping utensil here that I think LC sent. I'm going to dig straight in to this wonderful looking, I mean, instant lasagna. Took 3 minutes of heating this up, and this is what the end result was. That looks pretty good. If you plated that up right, I mean, you might get it in a restaurant. All right. Get a bite from up here. It's got like a meat filling. And then we got the meat sauce on the top here. I don't think I've ever had this. Pretty sure I haven't. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. I like it because it's meaty. The noodles aren't overdone. They're not underdone. They are slightly over al dente, I would say. Now, I do feel like this needs some bread. And I'm going to have to take away from the peanut butter and jam sandwich there a little bit. I think I'd be better off eating with the spoon. Side of it. Yeah. All right, there you go. You can see kind of a cross section of it. Get that meat on the inside there, which I'm sure is beef. A little bit of that meat sauce. That's actually really good. So they didn't overdo it with the cheese. I've had things like this before where they just put all that weird shelf-stable long-term cheese up in there, and it got weird. This, I would say, is very light on the cheese aspect, which I think is a good thing. And the meat, like, I don't know about you guys, I think it's different for everybody, but I prefer a substantial amount of meat in my lasagna, and this has got that going on. I could easily stand here and eat that whole thing. Oh, yeah. That's really easy to eat. You know, it just flavors good. It's not nothing's too rich or anything. It's it slides down pretty easy, I gotta say. Now, I definitely don't need it, but I'll give a little Frank's Red Hot to it. Let's put some down here on this end. There we go. It's one bite. It really doesn't need it. Flavor is not boring, and it's not too bold. It's not mundane by any stretch of the word. A lot of flavor going on there. A lot of that tomato, you know, like a marinara tomato. And then there's a lot of spices in the meat, it seems like. There's, like, I think the onion powder, the garlic powder went into the meat, is what it kind of seems like. It doesn't seem so much like it's in the sauce. Try some with this Frank's Red Hot down here. There we go. That's actually pretty good, but it doesn't need it. Adds a slight amount of heat. It does seem to... At first it doesn't, but after you eat it for a second, it kind of brings out more of that, the flavor of the meat itself. Kind of interesting. Just a very slight amount of heat. Like I said, I enjoy the Frank's Red Hot. I like it. Mix up the grape here. Wipe my spork off. Great utensil again, like I said. The coffee, a quick stir up. Probably doesn't need it, but sweet and creamy. I'm trying to look down at the chat some here now. I know I kind of didn't pay attention to it enough there in the beginning. All right, well, I'll move on to the fruit cocktail. I'm coming back to that lasagna, though. It's like we got a really flat grape. These grapes in here are weird, guys. I know you guys probably had this before, but if you haven't, that's a grape, and it's just been flattened out. There's no inside to the grape left. And if you do get one that's got some insides like this one a little bit, they're always flattened, though, and kind of weird. All fruit cocktail just about tastes the same, unless you get like a tropical version or something. But standard fruit cocktail like this, just about every one of them I've ever had tasted almost identically the same. It's easy to eat. It's refreshing. You know, slightly fruity. It's not bad. Kind of cooled my mouth off after the Frank's Red Hot. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I don't think it's very good for you. But, I mean, I know it isn't. It's all sugar. I'm going for the jerky next. Let's see if this is the better jerky than the older stuff. Yeah, I like that. It's not rock hard. It's not soft either. It's a little tougher than jerky should be, I would say. But this would help you stay occupied. Picking it off one little piece at a time. Eating it one piece at a time. concentrating on eating it. It'd be a good time passer. If you were hiking or sitting around having to be on fire watch or something. Takes a minute to chew up. All right, but it's pretty mild when it comes to the flavor. I mean, it's got a lot of the meat flavor going on, which is a nice aspect of it, I think. And it's got a little bit of a teriyaki Worcestershire and maybe a little smoke added, very little bit. It's not bad though. It's like I said, it serves its purpose, and it's kind of fun to eat. So it's not like that old stuff that was literally like chewing on pebbles to start with. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar there. There's one stick of a Kit Kat bar. Now, these are like wafers with a little bit of peanut butter on the inside, I think. That is what cream is, right? Peanut butter cream. Does it not say? Huh. I guess not. There's an ingredients list, but I don't know. I thought it might be a chocolate cream. I don't know. It kind of looks like peanut butter. It don't taste like peanut butter, though. Maybe it is chocolate cream. Yeah. I know I've read this numerous times on... Maybe seen it on TV as well. In a commercial. Kit Kats do have a... I don't know, almost like a little bit of a savory note to them because of the way the inside is. Very sweet. And after you chew down and get to nothing but that center, it kind of lightens up, and it's, I wouldn't say it's savory, but it's like, it's got a savory quality to it. They really do have a nice texture, though. I will say that about the Kit Kats. They're unique. Again, just like Reese Cups and Snickers. I've never had another candy bar that can match a Snickers. They do have their own uniqueness to them. The Nestle. Peanut butter. Put that right on that bun there. Messed that opening all up. Canadian peanut butter, definitely creamy. You don't see any varieties or anything like that in IMPs, which they keep it a little more simple, which maybe helps. Give that a try. It's exactly what you would expect out of a decent quality peanut butter. The flavor is on point. Very, it's like a lightly salted peanut flavor. It's creamy and very dry. So, let me wash that down with some of this sweet and creamy coffee. That's really good. The description is quite simple. It's sweet and creamy and hot. So that's the element that we have to make sure to add ourselves, being hot. But hi, what you doing? Come here. Come here. Oh, we got a bunch of snacks to try out from CT here in a second too. Here, say hi. Say hi. Look, there you are. Hi. Go on, weirdo. Flip around. There we go. Raspberry jam. Last thing I got to try here. All right. Looks good, doesn't it? So good. Just exploding with raspberry flavor. Sweet. Kind of a cooling effect to it. Yeah, I love me some raspberry jam. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Guess I can wash that down with this grape drink here. Nope. Not after something sweet. It doesn't. Doesn't taste good. Nope. It does kind of like taste like drinking grape juice after you brush your teeth. If you've ever had that sensation before. All right. Take a couple more sips of this and I'll add this over here to it. Wait. Sorry. I got Tim Tam stuff over here that Trucker sent to try. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'll finish that lasagna after we finish up here. That's what it's looking like. There we go. Got the Slam biscuits here. Got these candy bars. Something over here. But you can't see them. They're over here. I guess I could get rid of the tray, but... And I kind of want to eat more of this. Finish this. Yeah. I'd rather have a bite of the bread. A little bit of peanut butter. And a little bit of jelly or jam. Yeah. I ain't got to eat them all tonight. You sure? I was going to try. No, I left a couple in the box. The coffee crisp, obviously, I've eaten 100 of those. You guys know what you know how I eat those, and what my opinion of those are, and the Reese cup. I want to start with one of these, the Fudgios. This is one of Trucker's favorites, he said. Look at that. Okay, they smell pretty good. And look at it, look at that twist of cream on there. Looking pretty good, I must say. Oh, it's like getting on my hands. Huh. It's like melty, chocolatey cream stuff. There you go. Give it a try. Here we go. I bet this would be good in milk. Like an Oreo. Oh, Bob, you taking off, buddy? We'll see you later, man. It's got a really nice light chocolate flavor to it. It's not like it's not super sweet like you'd think it would be. See how it is with the coffee here. I got real soft. Wait, didn't CT send a super chat? Did I get that? Oh, he said you ain't got to eat them all tonight. Duh, I didn't even realize that was a super chat. Wow, though, in the coffee, yeah. I got to try them with milk now. Now I see how quickly it softened up in there. These is going to be, it's not super rich like you would think chocolate on chocolate would be. With like a chocolate creamed Oreo. Them things are so rich I can't eat them. This is not like that. It's got a really good crunch to it when you eat it on its own. And then it softens up really quickly in like the liquid over there. So we'll go. I got to try these. Got to try these Belgian chocolate slamskits, not slam biscuits. Slamskits. A slam biscuit. A Tim Tam Slam. They did not steal that from Tim Tam at all, huh? Definitely different looking type of packaging here. I guess this is basically like this, except this is tin foil looking. It's not tin foil, but it's kind of looking that way. It's got a foil appearance to it. I mean, I guess it is foil to a certain extent, but not like aluminum foil. Really? Wow. Okay. Those seem a lot closer together than what a Tim Tam would be. All right. Probably opened the wrong end, didn't I? I did. Duh. That's my bad. I'll tape this in and open the other end. That's what I'll do. We got a Best Buy date here, 2023, it looks like. They're good for a lot longer than that if these are just like a Tim Tam. They do look a little different. They don't quite have the ripples like a Tim Tam does. Oh, it's definitely more crisp, too, and the chocolate's a lighter color. You're supposed to bite both ends off and suck it through a cup of coffee or something. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Way different. The texture's not even... I wouldn't even put them in the same ballpark. The biscuit's got a lot of crunch to it. The cream, the flavor is definitely different than Tim Tam, too. Yeah, these are similar, but in coating, I would say like the appearance and coating only. Other than the fact that it seems like they tried to go for like a similar pairing of the cream and the chocolate biscuit and the chocolate coating. But I hear you. Yeah, go on. I think I know where a regular Tim Tam is. I'm going to bite the end off of this, try to suck some coffee through this. I don't know how well it'll work. All right, here we go. Give it a try. That worked right now. Oh my god, it fell completely apart. Huh. Okay. I can say that did do a better job at the slam than the last Tim Tam I attempted with it. That sucked the coffee right through it, through the whole biscuit, and then it just collapsed on itself and turned into like this really interesting flavor and textured dessert. Really, I would consider crushing up a couple of those and adding a little bit of like some really strong coffee to it, mixing it all up, and you'd have like a really interesting topping to something. Huh. So now I wanna have a Tim. I think I know where. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, found them. Let's see if I can find a date on here. Best buy on these was 2019. So these are from probably 2017 or 18. Look. That looks perfect. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to try a bite of this. Oh, yeah. That's exactly like what I thought. I don't get to eat these on a daily basis, so I'm just going off of memory. But now I've got the confirmation. And with these, you can kind of see the difference in the appearance. There you go. Bite the other end off. They both melt on your fingers pretty quick. All right, now bring some coffee through this bad boy. So here's the Tim Tam after. It's kind of it's different. The chocolate's better on these. when it comes to that. If you're eating it dry, I feel like the Tim Tams are better. If you're using it to slam with, I think these are better. I think they have a much better texture when they get, soaked than the Tim Tams do. Tim Tams get very puddingy, and I don't do well with textures like that. Oh, if the drink's hot enough, you can literally watch them melt. I could probably see. The coffee was blazing hot when I did it with them other ones. It cooled off a little bit before I got to this one, to the Tim Tam. I mean, it's right now it's just like warm, I would call it. When I tried the other one, it was still what I would consider to be a little above warm, almost hot. But yeah, if I could get it to be really hot, I'll try pouring some over it. But yeah, I do feel like these hold up a little bit better to the slam in general. Kind of a, I guess it's really only got to do with how they temper their chocolate, what temperature they temper it at. Like 2 Tim Tams at one time. Well, not Tim Tam and a Tim Tam. 2 at one time is enough for me. That's a lot of sweetness. Plus this cookie and... Okay, I got to pick at least one of these. I got to try one. One that caught my eye the most was probably this whole roasted almonds smothered in creamy caramel. But this mint one also seems good to me. And that, oh my goodness. Like a peanut butter down the middle of it. Like a peanut butter, not quite a cream, but a peanut butter filling with peanuts around it, caramel, like a layer of caramel, and chocolate. Peanut butter caramel experience is what it says. But they're awesome. The Wonder Bars are awesome. Wonder Bar. Oh, I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to put this in the coffee, remember? May as well. Heck with it. Why not? Give it a try. Okay, it's kind of like an amaretto, is what I would definitely classify that being very similar to. It's got a sweetness to it that's beyond the sweet and creamy. It's almost like fake syrups that they put in coffees. You know what the ones I'm talking about that are like in a look like an alcohol bottle with those spouts on them. That's kind of what this flavor reminds me. Like those, it's probably an artificial flavoring. Is what those are. All right, which one do I want to try? Trucker, if he's here, which one would you recommend? Did I miss a super chat again? Dang it. I might have. Whoop, did I just... Nope, not there. Oh, there was one. That was CT. He said you don't gotta eat them all tonight. Maybe that was the last one. Should be able to get down here, maybe up where you live, Caitlin. Not down here. I've never seen this before. It's the first time I've ever even seen it. Oh, that was the last super chat. Okay, good deal. The almond and caramel one. This one, the Simply Delicious. Heck, if I'm not satisfied with this one, I'll move on to the next one. Trucker sent enough. Well, That's not really what I expected it to look like. It kind of looks like a standard like nougat bar, but there are lines in it. I'm noticing there's one there, and one there. So there's like 4 pieces. Am I supposed to break this? Oh, oh, whoa! Not what I was expecting. Look at that. Huh? That's like really thin, liquidy caramel. Give it a try. I think I got all the caramel. And an almond. That reminds me of something that I've had before. What was it? It must be an almond joy. Just having that whole almond in there. And the way that chews in a candy bar is different than just eating almonds on their own, which I've been doing some here lately. And it's pretty rich because there's just so much chocolate there. But I will say that the flavors mix together really well. I think I just took too big of a bite, to be honest. Because it's like, I should have eaten less of what I ate. But I wanted to get that whole almond in there. And that's kind of, seems like that's how you have to eat that one. But I like almonds. I like a lot of tree nuts, cashews, peanuts, pistachios, pecans. Pecans are probably my favorite. That, and obviously, well, a lot of people's favorite is probably that and cashews. Quit making the barbecue pork rib patty. 2016. Barbecue pork rib patty. Oh, you mean the McRib? I heard the McDonald's was doing away with it completely. It's kind of funny they do something like that, you know, knowing that that's like something that has benefited them a lot is the whole McRib turning into like a meme. Oh, the McRib's back. Like anybody really cared. They suck. I'm glad I'm not a fan of them. If I was a fan of them, I'd be disappointed that they were nixing them forever. Sucks they got rid of the pizza that we had here too, though. That kind of bums me out every time I think about it. All right, I got to see what their peanut butter's like now. Smaller bite. Same kind of shape, same kind of deal. Looks like there might be a line there. It might have been where it was laying on the rack. You know it? To dry or whatever to set up. All right, let's find out. Well, huh. That's a little weird. Not what I expected. You know, it's actually got a really good flavor to it, though. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Sweet, salty, savory. The peanut flavor itself is like a salty peanut. You know, that mixed really well. Like, I don't taste any of that heat or anything like that at all now. Which I put about a third of that little bottle, and this was about a third of a cup, probably. Literally about a third of the 8 ounces. So a 1-to-1 ratio would work out pretty well. Put that in a cup and it tastes about like it does right now. Huh. That wouldn't be bad. All right. I went as far as I'm going tonight on the chocolate bars. I've had enough sugar to keep me going for the next few days. And tonight, since we're honoring CT and he sent these export A's right here. Wait. Right here. Export A smooth. I will be having another one of these. Whoops. I still don't know which way to push them open. Okay. I want to see if I can count and see how many's in here. And each side. Because I want to figure out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's no way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12 again. I get 12 on the right side, and I think the right side over here is bigger. But there was 25 in here. Let's see if I can count these ones, even though I've opened this side. Can't do it. Because I've taken 2 out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6. 12 on the other side. So we're 1 shy. There's 12 on that side for sure, though. Has to be 13 on that other side. I must be missing one. Because it does look bigger to my eye. Just barely. Oh, what did I get in the floor? Oh, I can't wait to get rid of this carpet. I do not like the carpet. 25 pack, yeah, Bourbon Street. It says it's 25. I counted 24 both times though. I counted 12 on the one side twice, and then the other side I counted 12 twice. Well, that's with the 2. The one that was out and this one. Yeah. I can get with these. These ain't bad. For sure, Mark. I'd say, well, see, like Bourbon Street Joe said they were 20s. Yeah, maybe Export A, because it seems like Export A might be kind of like a higher end brand up there. But I know Marlboro here in America has done 25 packs of Marlboros forever. I think you can still get them. I mean, I haven't bought Marlboros in a long time, but they've always been. But you got to know, like, only certain places will order them or have them, and then if you find a place that has them, have them keep ordering them for you or whatever. But my dad used to always smoke Marlboro 25s, and he usually have a button-up shirt, and he'd keep them in that front breast pocket right there. It was always as wide as his pocket. Maybe that's why he did the 25s, because it fit in there tighter and he wouldn't lose them when he bent over or something like that. Because he checked oil wells whenever I was little. What did he do after that? He worked on a boat, like a work flat or something. Then he did. What did he do after that? He was a directional driller. Went down to Orlando, was working Disneyland, doing something, directional drilling on Disney property, on a theme park property down there. And then after that, he did some other sort of like drilling operation up in Utah. And then he came back and started working for Mopar. 22-year-old needing to check, so if they say yes because they help out. Wait, what, Mark? Hey. You know what they say about bullies, they'll see the more someone gets into. So somebody's being a bully? Or is that something to do with the kids? 25s were a back east thing? Wait, what? It's 22-year-old. Okay, I'm confused with what's being said in the chat. I tried to read back and I'm like, I don't get it. Maybe I haven't read back far enough, but directional rigs are pretty epic. The wells we drill here over 20,000 feet, 10,000 down, 10,000 horizontal. I've got one of his. He was above general foreman. He had a really important. Oh, I forgot to mention what he was before that, but he had an important job on this thing, and I can't remember what his business card said. I've got one or two of them in there in his stuff that he gave me. All right, I'm gonna have to go let the dog out. I'll be right back. I hear you, Stella. Minnie. Dog's coming out. I got that. There's a neighbor cat that hangs around on the front porch, and I'll put a little bit of food out there, and it'll hang around there and see if I go to grab the dog's chain to let her out, or if I'm gonna bring it something or something like that. It'll wait until it hears that chain. As soon as it hears me pick that chain up, it takes off. It knows Stella's coming out the door. She's something else. Finding IMPs right now, good luck. Good luck. They are few and far between. No. Oh, cat. Look. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah. Where are you going? Huh? Ow. That's one thing I will say about these, though, man. They're, like, really small. They're you can't smoke them down as far either, is what I was trying to get at. Because it collapses the filter and they get real hot, like just happened. Little one. I just call it the little one because it's the smallest one. So yes and no. I mean, I've kind of officially made that its name because it responds to it, knows it. So it's the little one. Hey, what's up? How's Don Juan doing? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Don is a Canadian for sure. I don't know where it went. A lot of Canadians here. Well, it is kind of a Canadian night with CT being the focus of that kind of. So if you guys haven't subscribed to CT's channel, for sure. kind of, I wouldn't recommend doing this exactly, unless, I don't know, unless you plan on partying or something all day long, maybe. Put this in your morning drink. It works. I will say that. It does work. Like, the flavors work together really well. All right, Stella. Nope. Get in here. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Going dead here. I told myself that I was going to shut her down when my battery got low. I don't know that I'm charging, though. I'm not. Wait, maybe I am? Can't really tell. I think I am charging. There was a lightning bolt on one of them, but it didn't say charging on either screen. That's all right. We're wrapping her up anyways. I still got 20% battery left. The battery actually lasts pretty good on this phone. Way better than any phone that I've had in the past 5 years, probably. 6, probably. Way better. Their battery capacity. And my son was complaining about the battery on this phone. And to me, the battery on this phone is amazing. But so I couldn't imagine what an actual good battery would be like. Because to him, this was awful. Did I tell you guys I got to test drive a Tesla Model S? I test drove one a few weeks ago when we had to go to Cincinnati. Impressive. They're impressive, but man, oh man, I think bottom line price out the door for a model like the base Model S 75D. I don't know what it is. It's whatever model the lower trim level is and all that. It was 120,000 out the door, and for a Model S Plaid, I think they said it was 150 out the door. Now, I don't know if that includes full self-driving, because that now is either a $15,000 or $20,000 option that you have to pay for. They don't give you a home charger anymore. You literally have to buy that. You also have to pay for a subscription monthly for, I don't know if it's like Tesla services, like, you know, whatever all that crap they do, or if it was the self-driving, like there's a monthly fee to it as well. Seems like it was something like that. Electric cars been around forever, you're right, but they ain't nobody ever done it like Tesla. I'm telling you, them things are different. They're built different. That's the best way to say it. Them things run like anything else that I've ever been in. I've had horsepower cars, and I drove a nope. Go on. I don't want you jumping up there. I drove a Model 3 the first time I drove one, and they flat out get. But the thing is, all the power is on tap, and it's all instant. With the gasoline engine, you have to build up to that horsepower. The more RPMs you're making, the more power you're making, and you know, like I had a 450 horsepower, probably to the ground. 84 Z28 Camaro with a 4-inch cowl induction hood. It was silver. The car was mean. It had 3-inch Flowmasters with turn downs, 3-inch pipes all the way back, 3-inch headers. It sounded like a NASCAR. Like, it was so freaking loud. And I could pop a wheelie over a beer bottle. That car didn't have nothing on probably even the Model 3. The Model 3 was just ridiculous, but the Model S, you know, honestly, another problem that I'll mention real quick with the gasoline cars is if you're going to try to put that much power to the ground, usually you're going to have a traction issue. you're not gonna, your tires are gonna spin. With the model, with any Tesla, where the center of gravity is so low, I guess, and the batteries may be heavy, and I know that does get the center of gravity really low because they spread them out all over the under your feet in the car, and I don't know. I don't even know if you can make them brake traction. They just they go. It's and you're gone. It's a interesting experience. It's like riding a roller coaster. If you put your foot down, like it's literally like coming over the top of a roller coaster, and you're that like weightlessness feeling that you get, and your stomach drops, or like if you're driving down the road and you go over like humps, yeah, and your stomach drops out. That's what it's like, just flooring a Tesla. Now, I'm not like I'll get into this. I don't care. Electric cars are no better for the environment. They're no better for anything. The amount of the lithium ion batteries that they've got in them, blah blah blah. But they use coal mainly around here. They use coal, or they use gas, or they use something that makes that electricity to charge them up. Now, sure, a charge up might only cost you a couple bucks at the house or whatever, maybe $5 to fill it up if it was empty to fill your charge up. But you by using the electricity like that and the batteries, and you factor everything in, it just about equals out. Like they're not really any better for the environment, and now we're having energy shortages. It's if there's somewhere we shouldn't have an energy shortage, is places like West Virginia. We dig the coal here, can dig the coal here, plenty of it. There's still all kinds of it that they won't let us dig. And there's powerhouses all over the place. Mainly they're on. They have to have a water source to make the steam. A lot of water. So the Ohio River, the other river up here is the Canal River. I think there's 2 or 3 power plants on the Canal River. Well, there's Amos, and then there's there might be 3. It's 2 or 3 that I know of. And then there's, God, I don't even know how many on the Ohio River. But right here in West Virginia, there was 2 right here, right out my door. I worked at one of them. I could be in the parking lot in 3 minutes from my driveway to the other driveway. I could be there in 3 minutes. But we've been dealing with those issues since 2008. Shut down all kinds of the coal mines around here. Put restrictions on the power plants so much that they had to shut one of them down. And it was the most efficient coal-burning power plant in the United States. Might have been in the world, but I know for sure it was the United States. Made more electricity kilowatt hours per pound of coal than any other coal-burning power plant in the United States. Extremely efficient, well built. Check all the boxes of what that power plant was. It was probably one of the better ones in the country, and because of its old technology and the restrictions that were put on in 2008 with that administration that came in, they kept it open for probably 6 years after that. It took like 6 years for it to get all those bills and stuff, or it might have been 7 years, or it might have taken them that long in the administration to get it to the point to where they made them shut places like that down. But they shut that one down, and another one that was up on the Canal River. Yeah, and that power plant was just like this one except cleaner, but it wasn't as efficient as this one. Not a real fan of the decision. I don't get sweet on persons with disability. I don't get a sweet if I take my child down the coaster for medical appointments. Down the coast for medical appointments. We get the crappiest. What was the rest of it, LC? But yeah, I mean, I'm not taking any kind of crazy extreme views or anything. I guess maybe because I've grown up around it, more biased to being the crappiest room. To coal itself and coal burning power plants, even though I know there has to be. Oh, I know there are negative. There's a negative side to it. There's the pollution side of it. But I also feel like it's probably not as, because I know exactly how it's made from start to finish, and it kind of seems pretty minimal on the grand scale, in the grand scheme of things, or on the grand scale. It's just coal and water, and it turns the turbine. Like, that's it. It's really simple. Burn the coal, pump the water in, superheat the water, turns it to steam, which in turn puts pressure on these tubes, is what they're called, but pipes that run to the turbine. The pressure from that steam turns the turbine, and the turbine, just like an alternator, makes electricity, and our lights are on. You know? Although I will say what Tesla was doing years ago. What are you doing, cat? Mama, lay over there. I think we could all have power that's generated and in the air right now. It gets pulled out of the air the way he had that set up. He could have done it. He could have done it, man. They did not want Tesla's inventions getting out. Whoa, Mama, what are you doing? Hey, no. Come here. Yeah, come here. You can lay down right there. I'm going to throw you outside. All right. Time out. I will be right back. I'm going to throw this cat outside. Come on, Mama. Don't run away from me. Mama. Yeah. You can go outside. My great big possum was out back eating. He's huge. Humongous possum. Hey, did anybody get anything good for on over Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Black Friday? Radioactive scans. X-rays? You tell what that is? A radioactive scan. I picked my son up a computer monitor, like a big one, a 32-inch, which that's pretty big for a computer monitor. He's been using a 20-something, 23-inch probably for a year or two now. So, and they had them this year. That was just an easy thing to get. Nothing good there, Don. Yeah, that's kind of my whole point is if we do any of the shopping, which I was actually supposed to do today, but because Black Friday is not really Black Friday anymore, because I'm sure everybody noticed it's pretty blatantly obvious. Not that people don't still go out like idiots on Friday morning, but heck, now, like, they started Black Friday type stuff week and 2 weeks ago. Like, this stuff's been going on most of the month. And then the whole Black Friday thing, I didn't really see anything that was too, well, anything really all that great. Lowe's had some good gift cards. They were like $4.25 for a $500 gift card, so that's not bad. I mean, that's $75 if you had to spend it already at Lowe's anyway. You could save $75, which is what, 15%, 17%, something like that. I can't remember. Oh, our TV in here quit working in my living room. One that I had since 2007 or 2008. I either got it at the end of 07 or early 08. And how old would that have been? 13, 14 years old, and it finally quit. Got to the point to where it wouldn't turn on when you wanted it to turn on. It would take a few minutes and it would turn on. It did that for probably like a month or two, and then it just wouldn't turn on anymore. And it was making a lot of noise. It was a plasma, so it was different. But it would like make noise and get real hot, like real hot. You could warm the whole room with that TV almost. It's not quite, but where it's over in the corner over there, it would make it warm in that corner. So I was going to pick up a TV yesterday, and they didn't have it. I'm buying something cheap. I don't really spend enough time watching the TV to worry about it. The Estonian ration. Man, I haven't seen an Estonian ration for sale for a long time. Unless it would have been on MRE info. Like Delicious might have had a couple. Yeah, IMPs are hard to come by. I know there was a few on eBay last week. I think it was. Pretty sure it was last week. And yeah, they just don't come up anymore. Not like they used to. I don't know if they're, well, I mean, with the food shortages and the money shortages and everything else, I would say there's a lot of that stuff not getting made. Down here in America, they're throwing money at some stupid stuff, so they probably did make plenty of MREs. Well, probably just in case. Just in case something popped off and we needed them all of a sudden. I wonder if there's a whole bunch of 22s sitting around. We had the hurricane too. I'd say a lot of them went down there to Florida. I think K-Man did say they were giving some out down there, which they usually do after a natural disaster like that. I think he said they were giving away a bunch of HDRs too, which kind of blew my mind because HDRs don't have any place being given away over here because ain't nobody gonna want to eat that stuff over here. You know, that's made for people that have been malnutrition and not eating for a while, and it's real bland on purpose. Like there's multiple reasons why it wouldn't really fit the American palate. It doesn't fit the American palate. Well, this was a fun one. Lots of cool stuff to go through that Trucker sent along there. Lots of cookies and candy bars. Super awesome coffee mug, Tim Tam coffee mug. The ration itself was amazing. I am going to, when I wrap this up and get all my stuff cleaned up, I'm heating that lasagna up. I'm going to eat probably a third of that bread with it. Then I'm going to eat my peanut butter and raspberry jam on the rest of the bread. I'm going to package that jerky up and snack on that. And then I will finish the fruit. And I probably won't eat the Kit Kat, to be honest. You know, that's just, it's not one of those things I get excited to see. Usually I don't even touch them, honestly. Like, if I get one of those in an IMP, I don't touch it. Which Amber likes Kit Kats, so that's cool. I just give them to her. All right, so thank you guys for the super chats tonight, the folks that sent those along. Thank all you guys for hanging out here. I do know that next Saturday I have a family get-together, a family dinner on my dad's side. So I will be doing that. It's supposed to be, I think it's going to end up being like a most of the day thing. And then we're going to go look at Christmas lights after we eat. So that I'm definitely doing next Saturday. And then I think the week after that is Christmas. Ain't it? Or is there one more week after that? If there is, I'm probably going to be trying to get my shopping done because I just, man, it's the one thing, man, I don't like about Christmas. I don't want to buy people next to me, you know, my family, my kids, whatever. I don't want to buy them crap and junk that they don't want, need, or will use. So I've been trying to stop that. When they were little, we did that crap. It obviously I went overboard and just tried to give them whatever, and I gave them too much, I'm sure. But now I try not to just buy things to be buying them things so they have things to open or whatever. I try to, if it's not something they can actually use or would want, then I try to avoid it altogether. Hey, Goose. Hey, Lucy Goosey. Ooh, you stink. You farted. Golly. Your gut rotten? Huh? Got rotten gut in there? Alright. Get down, loosey goosey. But alright, guys. Thanks to my patrons. Thanks all you guys. There's links to CT and all other kinds of great channels in my description. You guys check all those out. And I appreciate each and every one of you folks that have either hung out here with me all night, will watch this back later, take the time to comment, and hit the thumb up or down button. I appreciate you guys so much. And, well, work on your holiday stuff, I guess, because it's that time of year. I got to get, I'll have Christmas decorations up next time I see you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to be working on that too. Takes me a little while. I'm a little slower than most, but work at it, chip away with one thing at a time. But all right, guys, I guess now all I got left to do is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Later.